Pramila Jayapal. I am so proud to represent you. And I have to tell you, I wanted to be here today because I think the Tesla takedowns are one of the most effective, creative takedowns that get at the economic power that we as consumers and workers have. And so I wanted to be here to say thank you, because Musk and the Department of Greed and Evil, that's what DOGE is, the Department of Greed and Evil, have got to go. And what you all are doing is you are showing that that is actually possible. The stock has plummeted. People across the country are saying this cannot stand. And here's the thing about Musk. He made his billions, this unelected billionaire who is destroying our country, made his billions because we, consumers and workers who power the company, we're on the cutting edge of transforming this country and our economy into a green economy. But now he's using those billions to actually destroy us, and he's supporting a government, a Trump administration, that pulled us out of the climate accords, that is giving more power to big oil to continue to rape our world and our economy and our environment. And we are saying no more to that. Now, one of the things that I've been thinking about a lot is the greed and hypocrisy of Elon Musk. Just imagine that when Tesla was on the verge of bankruptcy, Musk got $465 million from the federal government to bring the company back. When SpaceX was on the verge of bankruptcy, Musk got $1.6 billion from NASA to bring the company back, and his last two rockets exploded in space. So if you want to take a chainsaw to some waste, how about taking a chainsaw to those contracts that should not be supporting a fascist dictator? At the same time, what Musk is doing is destroying everything that is dear to us. He has fired hundreds, and it's going to be thousands of federal workers across this country. He is destroying agencies that people rely on. He wants to slash Medicare and Social Security and Medicaid, and he's calling those things a Ponzi scheme when he is running the biggest Ponzi scheme in the world right now. And let me tell you something. He says that Social Security and Medicare are entitlement programs. We all know that's not true. They are earned benefit programs. People pay into those programs every single year. You pay into those programs so that when you retire, you can retire with dignity. That is what he wants to strip, along with slashing the Social Security offices so that people cannot even get your Social Security checks. You have to go in person now. He is slashing science and research. He is slashing the very things that make us proud of America in the world. Most importantly, he is propping up right-wing fascists and dictators here in the United States and around the world. If you really want to eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse, I got a few ideas. You could slash the Department of Defense that gives all of those contracts because that is money that goes to private defense contractors to invest in war instead of peace and diplomacy. If you want to slash waste, fraud, and abuse, you can go after Medicare disadvantage programs that are literally private insurance companies privatizing Medicare so that they can have a profit while you pay more for your health care. So listen, we got nothing against getting rid of waste, fraud, and abuse, but let's be really clear that that is not what Elon Musk is doing. He spent $250 million in the last election. $250 million because he thinks that he should be able to buy our democracy. And we are saying, hell no! Hell no! Now, at the same time that we are saying no to everything he's doing, we are saying yes to auto workers who belong to unions, who are collectively bargaining for better wages and better benefits across the country. We are saying yes to people in the United States of America having a democracy that allows the regular working person and poor person to actually live a life of dignity, to have housing that you can afford, to actually put money so that we can get childcare, universal health care, so that people can put food on the table, so that everyone can retire with dignity, so that our kids have a world left and our grandkids know that they will be better off than the generation before. That is what we are saying yes to. That we do not suffer from scarcity as the richest country in the world. We suffer from greed. We suffer from greed. There is plenty to go around so that we can actually have an equal society. But what Musk and Trump are doing is creating an oligarchy full of incompetent, dangerous, fascist people. They want to take away all the checks and balances. That's why they're not listening to what we say in Congress. Those are our Article I powers. They can't get rid of the Department of Education that actually educates 50 million kids across this country. That's 90% of all the kids in the K-12 system are in our public schools, and they want to get rid of that. The whole reason that they are doing this, the whole reason that they are disappearing people and cracking down on free speech rights and destroying all these agencies are because they want to pass a $4.5 trillion tax cut for the wealthiest people in this country, and they want to do it on your back. And what do you say to that? So I think of Musk as being villain number one. I mean, obviously, he's supporting the real villain here with Donald Trump. But you have to go at the economic supports and the other political supports of the people that are propping up the dictator. And that is Musk. And that is also why I've launched something called the Resistance Labs. I don't know how many of you were at our training that we did a couple weeks ago. Tomorrow, we're taking that virtual. We have over 2,000 people across the country that have signed up, over 120 house parties of people that are Zooming in, because we need to understand how quickly democracies go to dictatorship and what the most effective tactics are for us to take on those dictators and to actually plan our resistance. And to me, the Tesla takedowns are a perfect example of the kind of effective and creative tactic that attacks the economic power of the people that are propping up this dictatorship that is currently in power. So I want to say thank you so much. If you want to sign up for tomorrow, you can go to PramilaForCongress.com. You can join people across the country. And God bless you for doing what you are doing, because the power of the people is the only force that stops dictators from taking over. It is the most powerful force. And I want to tell you, the power of the people is strong. So let me hear it. Are you in to protect our country?